This is the decider. Best of 5, LawLiet, FoCuS, both with a 2-1 in the winner bracket quarterfinals. LawLiet versus Soin, FoCuS versus Dirtbag. These guys thrown to the lower bracket for next week. But yeah, who will make it to the winner bracket? Who will get the high seed? These two guys. Of course, it had to be them. It had to be them for the ticket, and I love it's them. And now I want to see this game unfold. Barely a match that has been played more often. Barely a match that's so close. Once again, Night Elf versus Orc. LawLiet has played this before, but FoCuS is no stranger to the matchup.
Yeah, he, like many other orcs, was struggling for a long time. The overwhelming power of the Night Elves with Entangle, with Mass Tier 1, with the upgrades in the Alchemist. How oppressive was it? How suffocating was it? And to many orcs it still is. But I would say that FoCuS over the last months has really improved tremendously. First, the Trailblazer was Fly, who really showed the orc how it was done. And after he kind of stepped away from top competitive play, it was Lin picking up the mantle. And everyone has been trying to copy him since. And FoCuS has been able to do that quite well at times. FoCuS to me oftentimes also a question of daily form and consistency. Not always his biggest strength, but if the first game is anything to go by, he's looking pretty solid today.
Yeah, but I almost don't dare to do this. But in this matchup, I feel FoCuS has fallen off. Or Night Elves in general got better. There was a time in like March-ish, maybe April-ish, where Lin and FoCuS were destroying Night Elves, barely losing maps, and then something clicked at the Night Elves, and all of a sudden, both Lin and FoCuS were losing matches. And that's kind of the story for FoCuS recently, losing 0-2 to Kaho in War 3 Champions, winner bracket semifinal, to Moon, then again to Kaho in TP League, afterwards trading 1-1 with Colorful. This is not the dominating force in this matchup that he once was. And for LawLiet, it's a little bit the other way around.
Take it back to DreamHack, LawLiet always used to love this matchup, especially back then, before the Wisps nerfs and so on. Things were looking quite decent for the Night Elves, to say the very least. And already back then it was the Keeper against the Blade. We will see them meet up against each other again. Can we expect any FoCuS this series, or is that just deemed unplayable nowadays?
I think if a map has a FoCuS opportunity, it's this one. But we see a Blade, so I'd almost rule this out immediately.
Yeah, also kind of seems to me like nobody's trying FoCuS anymore. It seems really gimmicky nowadays. But it's a long series. If we go all 5, maybe we'll see something surprising, although not very likely. Blade Master starting off well with the slippers. It's not too likely to find double slippers, but if he does, ooh baby, is it a good feeling.
Ooh, indeed. Let's go. Nope, but a little bit of HP is never bad. The Blade Master will be a focus point in the fights, and you know, HP never hurts. Tech running.
Dude, that workshop, by the way, for scouting is beautiful.
The vision,
like,
right?
It covers, yeah, the vision. In the middle of the map, it covers an area of attack so well. Honestly, that shop is pretty likely to be going down. But if the Night Elf invests like 1 minute or maybe even more to take up the shop, and then the Orc knows where he is, I think that's easily worth it.
I agree. Easily worth it also. Subbing to back to Warcraft, just like Parallel GG just did for the 46th time. No ads, a sub badge, our beautiful emotes, and of course support for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
LawLiet playing a very evasive game, only creeping with the Keeper. He's gonna get the next item. One of those that the Blade Master would love to have himself. He's gonna get scouted now by a peon. Good job. Oh, almost. Not quite. But yeah, the Keeper's creeping up so well without any other units. And you know why? Because it only got archers, vulnerable archers. LawLiet is skipping huntresses.
That's pretty sick indeed. Oh, Blade Master. He staffed while in Windwalk. Is he?
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's a cute little trick. Like with a Fate time, you can do that. Some Orc trickery. Peon's gonna be sacrificed, but the Blade gets the rest of the experience. But the Keeper, look at his experience himself, man. He's so close to level 3 already, without any huntresses. That's crazy.
Yeah, what is LawLiet doing, and why is he doing it like that? The base build indicates talents. There's no hunch soul. It's a wall off. That's Talons.
Keeper Talons. We've been seeing it a little bit lately.
It was all the
It
rate
escapes my memory,
Champions.
unfortunately. Who did it? Was it LawLiet who played this before?
Yes, it was. War 3 Champions Finals. He was very successful with that. And apparently no one really found a solution against that. And we also almost forgot that that's a thing.
Crystal Ball, not bad right now for the Blade Master. What's he gonna scan? Main base?
No.
No. He scans for an Expo. Sees nothing there. It is tier 3, and it is the Talons and the Demon Hunter second.
Okay, on the flip side, Shadowhunter second. Not bad. But also, of course, no Shockwave Artillery. Dude, this game for LawLiet is such a beauty. Level 3 unlocked and he finds the grunts.
Dude, he's got the star senses, doesn't he? He always knows what's going on. He always knows what he has to do. Speed scroll used. It's also a bit of a wasted speed scroll, isn't it?
Doesn't look too effective, to be honest. And as we all know, Remo, speed scrolls, no orc in the world can afford them nowadays. It's so expensive.
Yeah, FoCuS panicking a bit here. We like to meme about the speed scrolls nowadays, but they are really valuable commodities. And this one was just completely wasted. And they keep creating so much space. The Demon Hunter starting to creep, getting level 2 instantly from the first camp. LawLiet starting off hot in the series.
Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, LawLiet is one of my best friends in the entire scene, so he was one of the first that I told about this event that we're doing, and since then, this is part of every conversation we have. Like, what do we do if I lose in the qualifier? Qualifier is so hard. Like, brother, no worries, man. You're gonna do it, but seems like he really wants to come over.
Yeah, playing with a purpose here. Everything looking really solid so far by LawLiet. This is a dream scenario. Of course, playing Talon's gonna put you behind normally in the early and mid game because you're waiting so long for tier 3 and the upgrades and the triple hero and the orb. But LawLiet was able to get level 3. He even got a grunt kill, and he's able to continue creeping. This is a big map. It's hard to cover all the options, especially during nighttime. And FoCuS has been running around, not finding much, and wasting a lot of time here so far.
Red spot creep by LawLiet in a position where you usually don't want to go out on the map so far because your heroes are kind of weak-ish. You have very few talents. You're waiting for the master upgrade for Cyclone, and you kind of hide and try to dodge and don't get too much done. But he's feeling so safe and so comfortable that he just got the red spot.
They got one of the best items as well, Healthstone, wonderful. You want to have lots of items to protect your Demon Hunter, of course. He's cruising towards level 3. Keeper level 3, or soon perhaps level 4, and only now does the Blade Master find him. I have criticized FoCuS a few times before, where I feel like he's emphasizing too much progress on the Blade Master rather than slowing down the Night Elf, and I think that's the case here again.
Looks like it for sure, but Cyclone isn't ready yet. And FoCuS trying to find an opening, but with an exposed Blade Master, thanks to Fury Fire, is always visible. Losing the first Raider right away hurts, and the Shadowhunter can't creep. So beautiful, beautiful 2-3 minutes for LawLiet and beautiful contribution to the stream. Chaos Front, €5. Contributions to Remo's Jackie Coke, as I unfortunately cannot attend Raraland.
That will go to good use, buddy. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
I gotta put you in shackles somewhere after the broadcast is done, right?
Dude, that's no problem. I can just use a straw. Got him! FoCuS trying to take a fight. He's down by at least 1 level, maybe even more if some more units go down. He gets level 2 now finally, but Demon Hunter is level 3. And Cyclone is finished. And FoCuS looks... I don't mean this to be sounding bad, but he looks clueless. Yeah. He does look clueless here. Like, everything is not working out. Every move kind of backfired. Trying to force the TP now on the Keeper. That one might work, but what about the Blade? He's still surrounded. He's stuck in there. He's got some decent items, but not good enough to get out. He's going to get the kill, but go down in the end. Keeper gets level 4. And LawLiet can keep fighting here if he wants. Hellstone transferred, and the Demon Hunter is just such a menace right now.
Double kill as the Shadow Hunter dies as well. Everything is falling. GG. LawLiet dominance on map 1.
If I may quote Rick Sanchez here, that was a riggedy wrecked, son. That was absolutely no chance.
And that should have been on FoCuS's plate, I guess. LawLiet has displayed the strat before. Maybe he didn't expect it on this map, but then it's obviously also lack of scouting, since the base build kind of early indicated that. Also lack of Huntress indicated that. But yeah, never an opening for FoCuS, never found his opponent, never was able to stop the Keeper, and then it was just rampage.
Yeah, and again, FoCuS is using the Blade and the Grunts not to scout, but to find find the Keeper, but rather to creep himself. Big problem here was, from the first camp when he was Peon scouting, the Peon got ensnared. That must have been a mistake. If the Peon survives, it can be a very different early game. But dude, when the Keeper's out on the map, without even any units, without any Huntresses, you can't allow him to creep so free. I thought we'd established that by now, but FoCuS is too concentrated on his own Blade Master oftentimes, I feel like.
But FoCuS is also a little bit of a comeback kid. It doesn't really matter if he's down 0-2 in the series. You are not allowed to rule him out, ever. He's not getting deterred by bad maps like this. He always finds positivity in an opening in a match. And LawLiet has to go full throttle. And that will be the case on Last Refuge, where we are no strangers to more talents.
Absolutely. This is the most notable Talon map on the pro level. Especially players like Colorful were playing it here for a long time. LawLiet also very formidable with Talons, but LawLiet oftentimes switches between styles. Sometimes even I've seen him play Bears here, but that seems to be rather unreliable on the top level. Big question here seems to be, what's the first hero going to be? It might be a Demon Hunter first. Could also be a Keeper though. LawLiet has lots of options, and this suits him very well. The fact that Night Elf is so unpredictable again on certain maps in this matchup.
But FoCuS should expect that now, and maybe he just scouts a little better. He has all the tools that he needs to fix all the problems on map 1.
Yeah, the thing is, if it's Demon Hunter, you want to go for a shop as Orc early. Go for the claws outside your base, get salves, go into the middle, get the circlet, and then trade hits and try to drain the Moonwells fast. Against a Keeper, you don't want to do that because you can't really... you don't want to let him creep too long, right? So you don't want to go creeping at all. You want to slow down the Keeper as quickly as you can. You're going to go into the middle, skip the shop, and harass him instantly. But FoCuS may be losing the gamble here. We see he's starting the shop, and that may indicate that he's expecting a Demon Hunter. Yeah,
should you expect a Demon Hunter against LawLiet these days? I feel like if he plays Talons, he's always playing Talons with the Keeper. Demon Hunter Talons is more of a colorful thing to do. But he'll figure it out soon enough.
Peon Scout again, gonna figure out what's going on. You really want to try to not lose that Peon Scout. Especially Undeads have been really fond of this creep pull, like we've seen so many times by Happy. I'm not sure that it's correct for the Orcs. This scouting information from the Peon is so valuable. The few seconds that it buys you to pull the creeps, I feel like it's not a good trade.
Well, it wasn't a good trade today, I can tell you that much. I don't know much about trades, but yeah, didn't really work out. But at least he saw the Keeper. He also felt the Keeper, which is not too great. LawLiet moving on. Level 2 unlocked in almost no time. Cloak can be nice against Blade Master Harass.
LawLiet is skipping hunts again.
Yeah.
Even on this map, where it's so hard for the Keeper to creep, he's skipping Huntresses. And here again, I come back to FoCuS's narrow vision, I almost want to say. Again, he's only focused on leveling up the Blade Master. If he had been aggressive with the Blade, this Keeper could have been forced to stay level 1 forever, until tier 2.
You know, if there's an obstacle with creeping, LawLiet is the one solving it and overcome it. Always has been. That's a cancelled burrow. Oh, Blade comes in. That's some good hits. Windwalk. Oh!
Whoa!
Oopsie! What was that? That was the first real big move by FoCuS. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's level 2 hero. It's 70 seconds.
Would love to pause the game right now. Call LawLiet. Just pause the game. Just call him right now. Excuse me, LawLiet. Was that intentional? It looked like a high damage roll on the backstab. Did he expect to be able to take one more hit and then TP out, or did he really let him die on purpose?
Maybe, but is it necessary to soak up this one more hit? Not too sure if that was the right idea, but hey, we have a series now.
LawLiet with a sick read, dude. He sends the archers into the middle, expecting the blade to start creeping here. And he's actually right.
And
there's no dust on the blade. Oh, quick reveal. Nice anticipation here by FoCuS. Was expecting the Shadow Meld to cause a bit of a problem. Takes out one archer, but one archer only is fine. He is going to be forced to move away from this camp just because a couple of archers. Nice play by LawLiet.
This grunt also, nice heads up play, being positioned at the lab to be able to reveal. Dude, this expansion, this is different from before. We haven't seen an expansion on Tide Hunters.
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Archer Mercenary expansion?
Dude, Remo, my job here at this cast is to yell and make things exciting and tell a couple of stories here and there, right? But you're the expert. You're supposed to tell me what this is. I have no idea.
I mean, he can't go tier 3. This would be the most ridiculously greedy build of all time if LawLiet now goes tier 3. No, he's going Hunter's Hall on tier 2.
That's really odd.
I'm not sure if he's got a plan here or if he's just improvising, to be honest.
Could be a nice fake out as FoCuS is going into Raider Walker TC. And then play Dryads, and the TC is useless. But it's also ultra late on the Dryads.
I'm pretty sure he didn't see the Hunter's Hall. It's way in the back of the base. LawLiet started the Ultra Hero and then cancelled it. Dude, what? This is like some 4D chess going on here. What's happening?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess LawLiet is prepared. Just creating as much chaos as Night Elfish possible.
This is so greedy, dude. I think LawLiet is really rolling the dice here. He's like, I'm up 1-0, whatever, we're gonna try something. He's expanding with 3 archers right now. 3 archers and a level 2 keeper. Yeah. This should never work. Oh, FoCuS found Sentry Ward. That's really valuable.
But what he did not find is the expansion. And that's waddling over now. I mean, greed needs an opponent that punishes that greed. And I'm not sure FoCuS can do or will do that. Oh, now second Edge of War. Now hunts. Those are the slowest hunts I've ever seen.
And FoCuS was tricked. FoCuS was expecting Talons again, but guess what? It's not. And now he's stuck on TC and Walkers against mass archers. That's not good. And LawLiet is playing this beautiful, by the way. LawLiet is playing so weird and unconventional. That was a good steal by the Blade.
Not the experience, though.
Ah, he didn't get it? Okay.
And solid creeping. Expo up. FoCuS, how do you get out of that misery? Yeah, I don't know either.
Of course, he doesn't have healing here. FoCuS gonna need heal scrolls really badly. Maybe he has to have a big fight right now. If we get to the late game with Walkers and Spiritling and TC and stuff, Wisp detonates are gonna be stupidly good.
Yeah.
But right now, LawLiet's army is still looking very, very tiny.
We've seen this before from FoCuS. Attack on the Entangled Goldmine, his signature move. Usually only with the Blade. This time he felt a little forced into using his entire army. At the moment, FoCuS has the better tech units. Ensnare, Spirit Dispel soon, Pillage. This is going to be a whole different game, and FoCuS also has a very different approach fighting this than Soen had in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I don't think it's exactly intentional, though. I think he was expecting Talons, but now he's going to have to play with this army. Alright, 2 more Hunters pop for LawLiet. That made him a lot stronger. And now it's time to try to defend right here. Entangle on the Blade right away. Oh! He's getting almost surrounded. Oh my god, that was close.
That Entangled Goatman didn't cancel. It's still halfway through. Reveal used and snare. This must be a TP. Dies again! Is the TP button broken or was that on purpose? No, it wasn't. GG. We got a game.
All right, FoCuS brings it back. LawLiet with very weird game. Losing the keeper there right away, skipping Huntresses. I think Last Refuge, probably his worst map. Understandably, like, you know, out of the remaining ones in the pool. Understandably, FoCuS picked it and got an important map win. But now we're going to go back to more normal territory, I would assume.
We'll see about that. Nice by FoCuS to indicate or to figure out that this is his timing. Not being too confused and clueless and just creeping up and see what unfolds in front of your eyes, but realizing, wait, you did this, your army is basically non-existent. I got that orc tier 2 that orcs have been playing for years. I'm gonna crush you. And of course, 2 hero kills help.
Yeah, pretty interesting series. LawLiet definitely not playing the super standard route that we've seen so many times before by players like Colorful and many Night Elves. He keeps FoCuS guessing, he keeps us guessing, and may play something different again.
Well, Remo, then if he starts the guessing game, what's your guess for the strategy on Concealed Hill?
How about some chims? We haven't seen chims in a while.
True.
Moon style, just rush chims right away.
Poor Cash, dude. That was so brutal. How can I annihilate my opponent and humiliate my opponent best? Yeah, 1 archer chim rush. Easy. Yeah,
did you see the headline that Peter Jackson tried to go to a hypnotherapist to forget about the Hobbit movies? I think Cash went to a hypnotherapist to try to forget about that game, dude.
Is that for real?
Chimera Rush. I read it somewhere. Whether it's true, who knows?
Okay. That
it is pretty funny though, and I would understand it because
was about to say it's also understandable.
Those were not very good movies.
Okay, Shenanigans smashed on map 2. As we said earlier, this series oftentimes goes full distance because they know each other so well. FoCuS upper right hand side in the yellow, LawLiet bottom left hand side in the blue. It's Keeper, it's Blade, it's all we expected from the early. But is it talents? Is it mass? Let's see.
Alrighty. And here I think we can expect to go more along the normal paths. I would assume Hunters is to be played here once again. It just works pretty well on this map. And especially, and I think this might be the most important thing, if you don't have hunts, creeping the natural is pretty tough if the orc shows up to harass with a Blade Master oftentimes only. FoCuS, I would love to see him be more aggressive. I would love to see him sacrifice his Blade Master more to slow down the Keeper. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just simply not his playstyle.
I'm pretty sure you'll see a more aggressive tier 2 Blade Master doing exactly what he tried before and cancel the Entangled. Once again, by the way, peon down, but this time no experience. Adds up. And LawLiet is going back to standard. Here in Concealed, it's a hunt opener. The first real hunt opener of this decider match.
And the other peon, the Berserker, 4 HP. LawLiet forgot. Okay, sent back. The peon bought like 5 seconds, maybe. And now again, FoCuS is going to be blind out on the map. I feel like this really isn't worth it. Let's see how he makes it work. He is across the map, much more aggressive than he has shown sometimes before. He's trying to steal the Magi away. That's pretty cool. It's going to give him some more experience. It's going to give him a valuable consumable as well. Oh, but the Keeper. If the Keeper scouts here, this is a horrible start.
Ooh, we have Entangled. There we go. No staff to get out. He hides in the shadows, but so does FoCuS. Dust bought away. Ooh.
That's a huge move. That's a huge move from LawLiet. The fact that he has this in his flowchart to check this option that ruins the whole early game for FoCuS. This is so bad for him.
He's basically stuck here. FoCuS is scouting everywhere for Ancient Protectors. He's scared.
Here's the Keeper.
He's scared.
And right now, LawLiet doesn't have a dust, so the Blade Master is free to be a little bold here. But what's he gonna do next?
A little bit of a... Like, this is by far the calmest moment in this entire series. Love the play by FoCuS to steal the staff away. That had such big impact in the quarterfinal of LawLiet vs. Zoe.
And he gets that archer kill as well. He got the staff. It's pretty good. Cost him a lot of mana, though. If he manages to still prevent the Keeper's leveling progress, I think this is going to be a good trade for FoCuS. But then again, he's going to have to fall back at some point, perhaps, and the Keeper is ready to start creeping. Once you have 3 Huntresses, you can creep really effectively on this map.
Right on, right on, right on.
A player's forces are under
Expo's coming, but yeah, FoCuS needs to scout this. He will probably be scouting this. As he said, Hunt's superb at that stage. Not the greatest problem. Also illusions, man. Love to see it. FoCuS is the one having to make a play.
Tier 2 is up. We got the Shadow. Do we have the Bestiary as well? We sure do. And from FoCuS, I would definitely expect a Wyvern first. Keeper of the Grove. Oh, looking to see if he can maybe get a kill here, but it's only level 1 Entangle. I don't think he can kill a Grunt, but he's gonna try to get a cancel.
Cancel on the Lodge, though. That's big. Preventing Shaman.
He finds the Blade! He finds the Blade!
Oh, no! I was busy with the Shaman here. Is it damage enough with the creeps? Help out! No, 70 HP, but he... Far away from the Keeper. Nice staff by FoCuS, but cancels the healing. Okay, it's time to dive.
Don't think you can get him, though. Keeper is a little bit too low HP, too low mana. But that was, again, painful. And LawLiet always finds these little openings. On Last Refuge, with the archers, he slows down the orcs so much. This time, he finds them with the huntresses. Not just with the hero, but also with his units very active. And now, the Keeper is level 3. Yeah. A point that is so hard to avoid for the orcs.
Floodgates open. And he takes the big consumable away, because why not? These consumables can decide fights. Whether it's Scroll of the Beast for a base race, or of course mana potions or invul potions against hero FoCuS. This is gorgeous. And yeah, that Lodge is so late.
Illusion from the Blade Master. Oh, did he see it? Yes, he sure did. But too late to get the big boy. LawLiet picks it up. Oh, big mana potion. He says thank you. Because of course he's nice and polite, like most Koreans. Gonna take that level 2 and can move south to start creeping the Expo very soon.
Nice and polite, LawLiet.
He's a bit of a troll, of course, but normally polite, yes.
Okay, I'll remember that for when we have the first interaction with him at Rara Land. We have attack upgrades coming, second engine of war, Expo on the way. The game plan for LawLiet working out well, but for FoCuS, there's a bit of trouble.
Ideally, in this situation, you would love for the Blade Master to be in the south and make this creeping hard for the Night Elf, but LawLiet here cleaning it up easy. And as you see, the Huntresses here being a big help. With only archers, it would have been a lot tougher. Alchemist with a parry up is okay. More HP for the high HP buddy. And he's gonna get level 3 here at the green camp. And with that level 3, LawLiet's gonna be fight ready.
I agree. Nothing to wait for, basically. Smooth sailing concealed, which was once the orc map in this matchup. But man, FoCuS, maybe he did this play a tad too often, because LawLiet is very much ready for this.
Mirror image. Wait, does he have a reveal? No. Oof. Would have been scary.
Illusion on the other side checks out what FoCuS is doing. Tons of damage on everything. Poison and Overseer. Good combo. Or bad, depending on your perspective. So I guess the biggest question now is, when do you queue tier 3? As Night Elf.
It can be a bit risky to go tier 3 if the orc establishes the second base and then comes in with a big attack. We saw LawLiet going tier 3 when he had a big advantage or when he had a really big army. At the moment, he doesn't really have either. I mean, he's in a good position, sure. But he didn't kill a hero. He didn't kill tons of grunts. FoCuS is still gonna be pretty strong in a moment.
Okay, but we creep up. Scroll of the Beast. Oh my, this is the dream.
Big mana and scroll. Yikes.
Yeah, indeed. FoCuS trying to expand. No. Is there a chance to get this expo up without tower support first? LawLiet, it feels like he sees the entire map. Like he knows exactly what's up, when FoCuS is moving where. Pretty impressive.
And LawLiet is trying to figure out right now how hard he should commit. He's got great items, but they would be even more effective in a huge battle. Right now we're on 50 supply. Orc, especially with level 3 Shadowhunter, is really strong around 50 supply, especially if they have a shop close by. There's no shop over here, but a shop, of course, in the main base. FoCuS, yeah, Serpent Wards. He needs to spam Serpent Wards.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not spamming them enough, honestly.
You're starting it now. Couldn't find his flute to tame the snakes, maybe. Reinforcements are trickling in. Oh, this is such an important hold for FoCuS. His army looks rather tiny. But Soen had amazing fights earlier. Just recreated FoCuS. Just play like Soen.
Alright, in we go. Grunts trying to get to the archers, but they're pretty well protected. Raiders taking a lot of damage right away, but the Serpent Wards are doing a good job. But the illusions from the Alchemist also soaking up a lot of damage in the meantime. LawLiet's army still looking really strong, and the Alchemist hasn't even used any of his mana yet. And he's got so much mana left over. LawLiet, is he winning this game here already?
Man, the Shaman far forward. Hero focus on the Blade Master. There is an invul and the Ring of Region, of course, helping out as well. He's finally able to reach the backline, reach the archers, so damage reduction. Heal spray is nice, though. Blade Master, now there's no invul anymore. It's also his last Windwalk. Shadowhunter, oh no! Has to go for another invul, but the surround almost closed. He's kind of surrounding himself with the Serpent Ward, trying to fight out. He's blocking himself again. These illusions of the Alchemist. MVP GG.
One play by LawLiet. That push. It didn't even have to win the game right there, but wonderfully executed. Those illusions certainly helped out nicely as well. Strong items, strong levels. LawLiet with a super solid game on match point.
Right on. There was barely a flaw in that game. And that was a straight up game, basically. There was no shenanigans, no talents whatsoever. No strategy switches. And LawLiet just dictated him here.
And I think it comes down to the Blade Master again. Blade Master, early game, I think that's making the difference. This time the Blade Master was trying to be more aggressive. But in the end, the Keeper still gets level 3, still gets map control, and then the downside was the Blade Master wasn't really creeping, so he wasn't level either. So it was the worst of both worlds. Blade Master underleveled, and the Keeper not slowed down enough. And the creep routes are so hugely important, man. And the fact that he goes for the enemy shop, but LawLiet keeps it in mind, checks for it, prevents it, that puts him so far behind. Again, if you start making a few mistakes in this matchup as Orc, it gets real tough.
There's one map missing for LawLiet, making his first trip to Germany. He was in Sweden, he was of course in China, he's been in Americas, but Germany never said hello. This might change. One more map, Northern Isles it is. FoCuS, he's facing the lower bracket, where, as we said, there could be a Sok, a Chemico, Thunder, Soin, and of course the Aussies in Dirtbag and Sayso. Very unpredictable for that as well. He has to bring it back. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a full-out series here, to see FoCuS tying this up and bring it to a map 5. But he's with his back against the wall. Has to deliver now. LawLiet on his way to Hamburg.
Good thing is, this is also a very good Orc map. Last Refuge was the first pick for FoCuS. This is the second pick, Northern Isles. I talked about the Keeper a lot, and I think that's prudent as well, because it is so important how the Keeper does early, how he levels and so on. And on this map, it's very, very hard to level up the Keeper to 3. It should always, always be prevented by the Orc. The green camps don't give too much experience in the middle. They're very easy to cover from the Orc perspective. So the only way the Night Elf can realistically get level 3 early on is either by sneaking in during nighttime, a gold mine creep, or a Tuskar creep. So there's basically only two things the Orc has to cover. And FoCuS cannot allow himself to give this opening to LawLiet.
A player's forces
Yeah.
are under attack.
That seems to be an issue throughout the entire series. The early game, LawLiet can basically do whatever he wants. And you pointed it out very, very early on in that cast. Again, Peon Scout. It's like trying to lure them away, but it's the same opener every single game. He's trying to disrupt the creeping and then he dies. Ah, actually, not dying this time.
Yeah, this time there's no end snare creep here, so at least the peon survives.
Are under attack.
Again, he buys just a tiny bit of time. And this map, it could actually be result in a big difference, because the Blade Master is going to go back to the shop and he can run over with a speed scroll if he wants. I'll probably want to save that one. If you want to really test the waters, you can try to prevent Keeper level 2 even, but he's not going to be that ambitious. He's going to keep creeping a little bit. He knows even if the Keeper gets level 2, his level 3 is going to be very, very hard to reach early on this map, which is why this is such a good orc.
Yeah, and of course, how could you skip on Mirror Image early? FoCuS is healing up a little bit. This is level 2 now, though. Claws, nice. Slippers, not so much. Slippers are great for the Blade Master, as well as, well, Lightning Shield also. Does he find him? No, wrong read by FoCuS. Could go to the Murloc, creep that Murloc.
Yeah. And look at the Keeper. How sneaky by LawLiet. The Peon Scout saw nothing at the natural. The Peon should have also checked the green. And then FoCuS should have known the Keeper's over here. Again, the scouting is not good enough by FoCuS. He's letting the Keeper get away with too much. This camp should never be allowed.
Oh my, he took so much damage. No heal self prior to Windwalk. Peon finally dies and LawLiet got a big mana potion.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, FoCuS is going to be able to steal this last hit and get the Archer. Alright, finally something going FoCuS's way. That's level 2 for him. But I would go so far as to say that the Keeper was already allowed too much. He needs one more camp now for that level 3. And that is what makes all the difference.
Yeah, our Vice World Champion once again in a very, very good spot. Wants his revenge with Happy, probably. Staff going towards the Night Elf again. But it's a relatively weak army. Tier 2 is rather late as well. No signs of an expansion. Playable, I'd say, but not the greatest early game. And FoCuS using the blade just to snipe Expos, but it's not coming.
The shop now sees the Keeper, and even if the shop falls, FoCuS is going to be fine with this. This means no experience for the Keeper and a lot of time where he knows what the Night Elf is up to. Alright, Northern Isles is working out pretty well for FoCuS. He got the level 2, he prevented the level 3, he's gonna get a second hero out soon. This might be one of the better positions so far for FoCuS.
Okay, this map can be crazy in terms of items. It has a lot of damage boosting items, and it has a marketplace, and options to expand, to counter expand. Shadowhunter second, as is the norm. Losing that shop cost a bit, so that delays the Shaman Hut for a bit. But LawLiet, yeah, no expansion. Okay, there's the expansion now, but it's so far away from the natural.
This is not level 3 for the Keeper, is it? Nah, not enough. Okay.
But the Keeper's hurt.
Knows how to time it though. With the Telly Staff, he gets out. That's a speed scroll. Again, invested. That didn't really lead to much. Moonjuice recovers the Keeper here pretty well. But the juice is very dry right now, indeed.
We hate dry juice, don't we? He wants level 3 so desperately. Oh, close. I mean, last hitting against Hunts. So hard to do. Good play by FoCuS.
Oh. Keeper is going to get level 3, but it was delayed enough, I would say. Shaman are going to be out in a moment, and perhaps more importantly, the Shadowhunter is already taking the first camp. The Blade Master is covering the middle. Oh, wait a minute. Revealed? Is he in trouble?
Oh, he has mana.
The speed scroll is gone!
Mana. He is in Windwalk already, but he is revealed indeed. Can he reach? Yes, he can! Oh, no!
Oh.
That game was so good! Until it isn't. A fly-esque play by FoCuS. Unnecessary blade loss in the middle. And that is open doors for that Expo now.
And that's a double punish on the small mistakes. Again, FoCuS allowed the level 3, and again he wasted the speed scroll. If one of them hadn't been the case, he would have gotten away there, no problem. That's painful, but maybe recoverable. The Shadowhunter is level 2 already. He's getting more items, and he might be able to counter expand here pretty soon.
Okay, hopefully for FoCuS. He's basically on his last leg. It's a tough lower bracket, as we said. And so much time for the Alchemist to creep now. Book of the Dead can be very good when you want to push expansions. You got Treants, you got Hunts, and then a Book of the Dead on top? Ouch.
The Detonate came in. The Shaman doesn't have enough mana for the Purge right now. So one Shaman goes down at least. But that may have been a bit ineffective. That cost the big mana potion here from the Keeper and just slowed down the Shadowhunter a little bit. Maybe a slight miscalculation by LawLiet. But it's going to creep up the natural. And that might be level 3.
Alchemist, exactly. Pretty good. He delayed the expansion as well with that little skirmish at the bottom. And taking out Shamans is always valuable. Where's FoCuS's blade? On the way north, of course. Without any items. Without much mana. Yeah, level 3 here. Claws plus 9. Also not too bad. But also level 3 on the Shadowhunter. We're getting into the late stages of the mid game.
Also got Claws himself, by the way. Blade Master would love to snag this item. But the Sentinel's always in the perfect position. LawLiet just has such a great understanding of this matchup. He's gonna get the belt. Not bad for the Alchemist at all. Gonna make him a bit more tanky. But heal scrolls should go to the Orc now.
True. Ingo Potion as well. He's not that rich. He just invested into Tower and Expo and upgrade for the Shaman. Can't afford the world. And you don't want to sell claws. Look at this Blade Master, bro. Oh, Invo Potion just misclicked.
FoCuS! What's going on, man? That's a really valuable Invo Potion, man.
That's a B2W yikes, if you ask me. At least, you know, his opponent didn't get him. Silver lining, positivity and all.
He had to buy a new Invo Potion. That means he didn't get the heal scroll because he was too broke.
Ah. Blade Master will do the damage, all good.
That's painful. I hope FoCuS can shrug that off and just be like, whatever, misclick happens, we're all just human. If you have a weak mindset, that can really bug you. And by that I mean, it would bug me heavy if I knew I had just wasted that item like this.
Yeah, as I said earlier, FoCuS is not really the guy to crumble under situations like this. He shrugs off things very, very well.
But he also does make mistakes every now and then. We've seen a few small mistakes here accumulating this whole series. But he's going to have the counter expansion up, which is the most important thing. LawLiet's going to have to make the choice then in a moment. Is he going to go for the push, stay on tier 2 long, go tier 3? He's got lots of options.
Exactly. Blade Master. Unable to steal anything. Crystal Ball again revealed. Tough to break through this. But yeah, you don't want to fight into that needle hole.
Oh my God, Claws again.
Wow, Claw City. That's the 5th Claw.
I got a feeling we're not going to see Mirror Image on level 3.
Rather not. How can you say no to big red numbers?
Alright, LawLiet, what's he doing? We are going into upkeep. 56 supply. More hunts. Again, the AP at the expansion. This seems to be a solid part of his build nowadays.
Yeah. Also, always the Moonwell in front. Very hard to attack. But relatively easy to attack is the Orc expansion if you have a couple of Hunters.
LawLiet also bringing Wisps. This signifies that he's committing hard. If he doesn't win big with this push, his transition potential without those Wisps is going to be a lot lower.
He has a lot of lumber. I can probably do it. Always bringing Wisps. Like since DreamHack summer days. Oh yeah, FoCuS knows this is coming. Postering up. Supply, of course, in favor of the Night Elf, but that is normal up until tier 3. And yeah, tier 3, we don't see it.
Shaman. On a little mission. The sentry ward for FoCuS giving him great vision. The 2 sentries in the middle don't actually detect each other. But LawLiet is coming in. This is a scary push by the Night Elf.
Yeah. This could be the ticket to Hamburg. No reinforced defenses, but very well protected here. Shadowhunter has no mana potion, can't really afford it now. Acid Bomb was super nice. Protection Scroll. Okay, this is the push for LawLiet.
Grunts can't reach the archers. They're very nicely protected in the back line. Lightning Shield against them being used as well. And the Book of the Dead against the Grunts. Backstabbing them, if you will. Heal Scroll coming in by LawLiet as well. Blade Master in trouble. Makes it back to the shop, pops the Invo Potion. That's the only Invo Potion. 7 seconds, and then he's going to be vulnerable again. New heal pot as well. Blade Master close to level 3. Now, what's he going to go for? He's hunting after the Alchemist. That hero also dropping low. Entangle, and he goes Mirror Image, trying to save the Blade Master. Heal Potion saves him, perhaps.
He needs these
Staff
crits.
Out.
Oh, so close! Heal Self on 19! There was 2 arrows away from dying. Somehow, miraculously, FoCuS holds the Orcish wall. This push isn't over. There's still archers, but archers are relatively easy to deal with if the hunters are gone. But you need a Blade Master to carry this fight again. And with plus 28, might be capable of doing so.
Yeah, FoCuS looking good right now. Level 4 Shadow next to a shop. Always super strong to have that mana sustain. The tower may be gone, but the Shadow is still here, and the Blade Master's right clicks could come into play in a moment as well. More Grunts also falling. Alchemist level 4. He's still got mana. As long as he has mana on the Alchemist, LawLiet can stay in this. And he's finding kills himself, but he's also losing a good amount.
Oh man, this is wild. Look on the ground. How many bones? So many corpses. Orc, Night Elf, Graveyard. More Wisps are coming in. He needs to detonate against the Shadowhunter, but he can't prevent the next heal wave. Up onto the Shaman we go. Those were nice. As mana regen is always a problem for Orcs. LawLiet pushing forward again. Sick hold by FoCuS though.
LawLiet doesn't have too much left here in the tank. He's got 1 Entangle. He's got 1 Heal Spray. FoCuS, it looks to me like he has held. Whew, that was scary. He was down by 15 supply right there. That was a tough position. The Book of the Dead was in as well, but somehow he makes it happen. Going for the Keeper now, but can't get that kill. Let's be careful about the Blade. He's got the Heal Potion. Is that enough? Is that enough, though?
Ooh, Town Portal. Oh, that was so expensive. Heal Potion, Heal Wave, and the Town Portal just to save this Blade. I don't think there's enough offensive potential to break the base now, especially with the Burrow covering a little bit. But it's a little bit of time for LawLiet to replenish the army, spend the 600 gold, do a little bit of damage to the economy, and force FoCuS into this position again.
Super tense game still. FoCuS seemed like he held, but then the Blade Master was exposed. Keeper, speaking of exposed, way too far forward. LawLiet has to TP out here now. Loses 1 more archer. But the economy of Peon's also a bit crippled. Rebuilding it now. FoCuS needs to get a new shop up here swiftly, because I imagine LawLiet will be back to attack soon again. Oh, Telestaff on the Alchemist. How sick is this? Trying to get the items from the shop.
Wow, lovely play by LawLiet. Yeah, Blade Master all sold out, buddy. Empty shelves at the merchant. And there's so many Huntress left. Great for base races. And you know what? We started this day with an AP, and we might end the day with an AP as it's coming up again during nighttime.
I'm not sure that it is going to be the end, though. Look at the heroes, man. The Blade Master's about to get 4, the crits are going to be big, and the Shadowhunter's about to be 5. He's already got double mana potion. Clarity is now going to be thrown in as well. The Orc heroes are super strong. LawLiet, the question for him is, does he have enough to overcome the heroes?
He has to. No Invo Potion indeed, no Heal Potion. There is hero kill potential here. Wisps are in again. Critical strikes, man. This Blade Master needs levels for the level 2 crit, and then it's just gonna be... I think he's gonna annihilate the Night Elf army. There's no tier 3 tech. But an AP, Protection Scroll, off we go. Can FoCuS hold again.
Heal Spray, nicely placed, but of course the Ensnare's now coming in as a countermeasure. AP, not rooted right now. The Blade Master though, he's rooted. Oh no, the Blade! FoCuS! He had mirror image. Didn't he have the mana? Did you forget about it? Oh no.
Mana was super low. I doubt he had the mana for it. But that's level 5. Not only on the Shadowhunter, but also on the Keeper. Oh man, Treants. More and more and more of them. The AP is up as well. 5 supply lead, but what do? Blade Master rebought. No mana, of course. Rushing back into this fight. What a blunder.
Can FoCuS hold one more time. He's the shop to finish. So bad. Heal wave is pretty strong. It is level 3 Serpent Wards though, the blade. Again, caught the back. FoCuS! Second time! No way, he gets level 4. Oh my god, it's the dieback. FoCuS! What was that?
Big mistakes, and that was probably his ticket. Oh man, few gifts here. 5 heroes on the Night Elf side, and the army is not getting smaller. It's not only the heroes carrying, it's everything. Heal scroll coming in, heal spray on top. There's a potion he can pass. There's an invo potion to keep him safe. There's a staff. There's a million solutions to this hero FoCuS. And how good is Orc hero FoCuS even without a Blade Master? It's kind of laughable. Double AP. We go full circle here on day 1, and LawLiet is coming to Rara Land.
Great performance by LawLiet. 3-1 victory. That one map was a bit weird on Last Refuge, but other than that, looking really good. FoCuS, a few too many holes in his play. Just like Soin against Night Elf. He really had the opportunity to win here at least more maps. But he's going to drop down to the lower bracket. Have another chance there. But yeah, LawLiet, he was the top seed coming into this, wasn't he? And rightly so. First player to qualify.
Yeah, he wasn't able to play the first qualifier due to WSB shenanigans, I think. But man, when he played, he was so solid. Nobody could really threaten him here. Not in the qualifier, not in the open qualifier, not here either. And I am very much looking forward to this lower bracket already, including Soin, including FoCuS, including a Dark Horse Dirtbag, plus the losers of Sock, Thunder, Chemico, and Say So. This is a stacked qualifier. A very, very stacked qualifier.
Yeah, gonna be very exciting to see how this one is gonna play out and continue to. Sock, Chemico, and FoCuS, still the favorites, still all with a chance. We're gonna see Sock and Thunder and Chemico and Say So tomorrow. But of course, we're far from done with the qualifiers for today. We have Europe still coming up and America later throughout the day.
Yeah, I wonder if LawLiet is up for a little chat.
Should we add him in the call?
I'll ask him. Maybe it's too late for him. You know, it's always so exhausting with LawLiet, but nice.
So hard. So hard.
But he says it's okay. So yeah, feel free, Mr. Remo Demo.
Alrighty. LawLiet, there we go. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
LawLiet, hello. How you doing, buddy?
I'm a little good. Good feeling,
Nice.
nice condition, nice day.
Very strong performance. I don't know, is Neo here? Can Neo hear us?
Yes, I'm here. All good.
Ah, okay. All good, all good. Yeah, 2 wins for you today. You have qualified to Rara Land in Hamburg. It's going to be happening end of September. Neo told me you guys were talking about it before. Are you excited for Rara Land?
Yeah, of course. If I lose this game and I can go with some qualifier, but it's okay because I want to go La La Land, want to see you guys, so I can pay on my own money. So this qualifier is not important to me. Just for enjoy the game.
Well, you won anyways. Now you can save that money. That's also pretty good.
Yeah,
So
of course.
you can spend your money on something else. What are you going to spend it on? Schweinshaxe or what are you going to think?
Yeah. I really want to eat Schweinshaxen. In Korea, 5 or 6 years ago, I ate them, but it was really great. But of course, in German, Schweinshaxen is rare, so I really want it.
Yeah, Neo, I think that we must find a place with Schweinshaxe in Hamburg.
Well, we will invite you not only to Hamburg, but also to Schweinshaxe, that's for sure. I'll be looking for a spot. What are you most excited about? Like having an offline tournament or to see a little bit of Hamburg and Europe again?
In fact, I really don't want to about 10 hours flight.
So
I really
hard.
hate.
so
Yeah,
hard.
but and Valorant is I don't know. I just want to see Neo and Remo, so it's enough.
All right. Is there maybe a player? Hey, what?
Yeah. Tournament is just to enjoy. I don't want to be a champion.
No? Why?
I
Since
just
when?
wanna be a tourist.
A tourist. Okay, that worked well for another guy here from Germany. Is there a player that you know from ladder that you want to meet in Hamburg?
Yeah?
Who?
I don't listen.
Is there a player?
Ask me one time.
Yes. Is there a player that you know from ladder that you haven't met before, but you really want to meet now?
In ladder game, I have some lot of fucking gamers. I really want to see them.
Okay. All right, I understand. LawLiet, I'm really happy that you're coming and that you qualified. It's getting late for you, so we let you go. And we see you in 6 weeks.
Okay. See you guys. Bye
See
bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So lovely. We know this guy for 8 years already. Always one of the jolliest, trolliest, and best players in the entire scene. There could be no Rara Land without LawLiet.
Yeah, it certainly belongs there. He's gonna enjoy some Schweinshaxe and some moon juice from the bar as well. And yeah, gonna be wonderful to see him there. Also cool to hear that he would have gone anyways, but this is gonna save him a bit of money now, having qualified, and he gets to punch the ticket.
Exactly, Mr. Demo Man. That is, of course, the first day of Asia in the books, but we're gonna have 3 more. Tomorrow, it's time for the other 4 qualified players to duke it out, and that is the Human Mirror to start things off, Sock and Thunder, as well as Chemico versus Seiso. Who's your favorite tomorrow?
Gotta go with Sock. I think he's been looking really strong recently in the Human Mirror. I think against Chimico, normally he is a bit stronger there. Sock and Chimico, obviously the 2 favorites here in this side of the bracket. I think everything else is a bit unprudent. And Chimico, I love Chimico Neo, as you might know. I also like to call him Chad Nico, but he's not the strongest human anymore, as it seems. So I got my money on Sock.
Sock played a bit of random in the qualifiers. I wonder if he changes that up now that the ticket is on the line tomorrow. You know what? We have 2 more qualifiers here today. We started in Asia, and in good old DreamHack tradition, we go over to Europe in just 90 minutes, where we will also be joined by Todd, by the way, for the first game.
Nice.
As Todd has announced, we figured it out, that Todd will also be casting Rara Land with us. So the European qualifier is double the players and 4 players making it through. Today, day 1, Foggy vs. Inspired, Starbuck vs. Leon is gonna be our game. Axlord vs. Wiz and Dice vs. Hippo on the menu today.
Yeah, very cool games. Did you try to make him say he's hoping to meet Leon? Is that what you were trying to get to?
I wanted him to say Kevin.
Ah, I thought you meant somebody from Hamburg. Oh, okay. Because I was like, what's he talking about? But yeah, Leon's been making waves, especially in the Meisterschaft. He's been looking really good, practicing hard. And that's a rematch from yesterday, isn't it? Didn't Starbuck and Leon face yesterday, I imagine? I think. And they're going to have a chance to meet again today. It's going to be a tough follow-up match against Foggy. But yeah, it's going to be some exquisite European Warcraft action.
Exactly. We rest a bit, sent you guys over to Todd, who will then send you back to us once the qualifier starts, because he's casting Happy vs. TH. That's a pretty solid match, I'd say, in the Show Cup. We will cast it as well as replays on Monday, don't worry. But Rara Land comes first. Rara Land is the #1 priority for us, for the scene, and that's why this will be cast here. See you guys in 90 minutes, and thank you for tuning in early.